there are certain places in the wilderness that match you, and when you sit in them, you feel fulfilled. And it's not an intellectual thing, it's an acoustic thing. You feel that there is healing in that place, or you feel like it's mirroring you. And the thing is that nature is a language, and you can see how nature transcends into the answer. Unless those people are thirsty themselves, they're not going to have that experience. They're just going to eat. You know what I mean? It's not until you're starving that you actually get the lesson of what the food is. So I reckon it's the starvation that actually gets someone to go out and find something, you know? Not necessarily the fulfillment. Saying that I love, and that's like singing the blues is different from having the blues, and not everybody knows that.
Why are you finding yourself halfway across the world, from New Zealand, from Aotearoa?
I'm just following the song. Why the land of the Incas? I don't have a short answer for that, you know, like the short answer is I'm just singing, you know? I'm just following the song. That's it. If the song was different, then it would be a different journey. But this is the song. You know, that's the short answer. The long answer is that, you know, I study the major magnetic fields around the Earth, and there are plenty here, and there are mountains, and there are jungles, and there is diversity. You know, there is a lot of up, and there is a lot of down.
Is it a good place to study?
It's a good place to study, yeah.
How so?
Well, the mountains are singing, you know. That's the thing. You know, this is full of power places, you know, and not to mention, you know, there are power places everywhere. But when you have a culture that was aware of these power places, which, in saying that, it's most cultures on Earth, you know, like just like yesterday when I was showing you our closest major magnetic field, and you're like, bang, that's exactly the Inca Trail. You know, I know stuff like that, so that encourages me because those trails are marked out. You know, the fact that that masters have walked those trails in the past means that people can walk them today. You know, so that's what humans should do. You know, I'm not talking about smart monkeys. I'm talking about humans. That's what humans do. They walk those paths. They walk those paths because those paths have lessons, and they go to places where they cross, and those places are real universities. They're places where energy meets and compresses, and when you have compression of energy or compression of charge, then you have quite literally a higher acoustic, and you can use different aspects of yourself to locate memory. You know, like if you're just at one energy level, you can only store charge there, you know, and if you hit that one, then you can store charge there. And the thing is that it's easier to go down than it is to go up. So if you walk up, then you have all that access below you to put all your memories into place and to have those experiences, you know.
Oh, this is some serious work.
When you say, like, you know, like a short answer, it has to be a short answer, like following the song, you know. But if people really want to understand, then you have to go through the long answer. Memory isn't just putting information in a place and being able to access it. It's a charge, you know. And the only way that I would explain that is to explain how water works. It's nice to have knowledge. It's nice to take that microscope and have a look at it and understand its geometries and its shapes and its relationships, you know, and then to zoom out and see those shapes again, and then to zoom out and see those shapes again, you know, and then where I can't go, take somebody's 40 years of research, and for me to digest that within a week, and then to have that person's 40 years of research, and, you know, and see how it all embeds within itself, and then to feel that, and that when I'm having that breath, and then to sense where that charge is, you know, and so on and so forth, you know, and work with my electrical domain, you know, work with my know thyself, you know. To know thyself is to know my environment, to know how I'm connected to my environment, and to walk around in thyself, and to feel how that self can expand and contract, you know, not just because of place, but because of time, you know, and then to put myself in that, and to know that that self has that ability to be small or to be large, and the myriad things in amongst that, you know, that's true knowledge of self, because it's selfless, you know. That's the whole thing. And the reason why I use electrical engineering terms is because I want people to know. Because if I smell something sweet, you know, I want to recreate that smell. You know, if I enjoy some type of food, then I want to recreate that and then give it to my beloved and say, isn't that great, you know? People think that work is a hard thing, you know, that like if you want to succeed, then you got to put in the work. And to some extent, that's the case. But following your enthusiasm is your beacon, you know. If you want to know if you're on the right track, then follow your enthusiasm, you know. And if you have your enthusiasm in line, then you can put in that hard work.
And always remember, smoke my touch you.
Gosh. That's dry.